out of knowing that this is Ray Lewis's last ride?
Probably, sure. You know, it's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal. We've talked about all of our players have something on the line. You know, it's always an ending. You know, there's always something around the horizon for every one of us. It's not going to be like it was last year or last week. And for Ray, it's the most evident part of it. You know, it's right out there in front for everybody to see. Ray is has been the franchise since '96. He's been the one stable element that's been here from the beginning. So it's pretty evident, pretty obvious, and we're all real proud of that, and we're all excited to be part of that.
John, is there anything to having somebody who worked as closely with Belichick as Dean Pease did, having him in your think tank?
Well, you know, it can be a two-way street. We talked about that a couple weeks ago with Coach Pagano. So nowadays in the National Football League, you play each other so many times. We know each other so well. There's so many relationships. It becomes pretty intertwined. It's a pretty tight fraternity. So to me, that's kind of part of it in every single game you play.
Coach, the last 2 years, you had receivers in Husmanzada and Evans to come in and be that extra punch in the postseason to make that big catch. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but Jacoby Jones, he wound up becoming that receiver to make that big catch in the postseason. How much of an impact he has been as far as this season, and was that something you was hoping that he'll provide during this postseason run?
Well, yeah, you're always hoping for great things when you bring players in, and Jacoby's a guy that we had high hopes for, and you know, Corey Graham's another guy obviously you can mention on the defensive side. A lot of people labeled them as strictly special team players, and they've made great contributions on special teams as well, but they've been you know, more than that too, offensively and defensively. So I'm so happy to have those guys on the team. You know, I love those guys. You know, they're our kind of guys. They're special people. They love being here, and it's great to see them do well.
John, the Ravens have played New England now. This will be the 5th time since that playoff game in January of 2010. Does the preparation for it feel like a interdivision game almost, the familiarity of it?
Probably. There's a lot of familiarity there. It's something that we'll go back, and we've got a lot of tape against them playing, you know, us playing each other. I'm sure those will be integral study games for both teams. But teams evolve, teams change, and you got to take that into account as well.
John, how's Bernard Pierce doing? Is he feeling better?
He's feeling, yeah, he seems like he's feeling good. He was in good spirits. He had a big smile on his face. Had a nice big lunch today. Seemed like he was happy. His son's doing well. His son slept well last night. His son slept through the whole night last night, so he was happy.
I meant something else.
And John, you said that you told the players to get off your feet and do as much relaxing, get some. How much do you want them to manage the restoration of their bodies over the next couple of days?
Right. Yes, that's important. I mean, we played a lot of games, we played a lot of plays, but to that point, something that has been, you know, I knew was there is our level of conditioning as a football team. I mean, we played a 6-day turnaround, we went to the altitude, we made a cross-country trip, we did it on a short week, we played a bunch of plays in 2 weeks, and our guys were getting stronger into the 5th quarter, it looked like to me. And I think that's a testament to the work ethic of our team. Our guys train. They train from, you know, the beginning of the off-season program right to the last day that they're here. They're in the weight room. They condition extra. I think Bob Roguski and his staff, Mark Smith and their staff have done just a tremendous job of training our guys. And to me, for it to show up in January in these kind of games really is what it's all about.
Ray Lewis said that Joe Flacco grew up on Saturday night. How much do you agree with that?
I think Joe's been growing. You know, Joe's been growing like all of our guys, but it's definitely under a microscope at quarterback, right? It's definitely what everybody looks at and watches. And to see Joe have that kind of a game and that kind of an environment is something I think all of us who are in Joe's corner knew was there. And it's been the last 2 weeks. It's been throughout the season we've seen the growth.